and I'm going to show my screen. So here we are, everybody. We are at, is this where you want to be? So let's do this. I'm going to start out with just talking about some basic things, and I want to welcome all of you and say hey, because we have a lot of awesome things to talk to you about. And this is the webinar that we promised would follow up with everybody from last week at convention, which I cannot believe it's already done and over with. And now we have this week gone by, and we've entered in everybody from last week. And if for some reason you're having any technical issues or you can't log in or you don't know your login, I invite you to go to this website here, which is office.toolsrock.com. The index just automatically populates, but this is the website for you to get support. If you notice, there's a live help button here. You can also send an email to support@toolsrock.com. Now, just to clarify, who is Tools Rock, right? Like, who are these people? Well, one of them is on here. Oh, my screen's not visible. Why is it not visible? Show my screen. Okay, let me know if you can see it now. All right, cool. Good thing I had all those dirty pictures of horses off my screen before I shared it, right? So this is where you go if you have questions. Office.toolsrock.com. And who's Tools Rock, right? You know, Tools Rock are a couple, Jen and Anson Ashby, and they are the people that own this company called Tools Rock, and they built this awesome system for us, right? And that's why you see Tools Rock here. When you log in or your bill comes through, it says Abundance Pro, that's them. That is not me. They built this magnificent thing for us, and that's their company, so that's why you'll see that. Now, when you log in, you will see that there are also tabs for support as well, but FYI, if you can't get in, you need Tools Rock support right here. So there is a live chat group. They must be at lunch right now. You can send an email to support@toolsrock.com, and you can also call them at 801. I want you to write these numbers down, because if you have a system, you need these handy in case you need help. I do not do customer support help. I don't know how to do any of that. I have no control over the backside of these things. You got a lot of, I was like, if you post it on the Facebook group, a lot of times we don't see them, and we don't want to miss your questions, so we want you to do everything Tools Rock if you need support. So I want to cover that first and foremost. It's very important. So the phone number is 801-895-3994. So I'm going to repeat it again. So you have your pen ready, 801-895-3994. So that's the email. You could do support@toolsrock.com. You can submit a ticket through the back office. And of course, you can use live chat, which is on all the pages in the backside. So I wanted to start with that. But let's talk about first, I want to talk about this. You know, why was this whole thing created, right? Why did we create this and the other pages I'm going to show you? Well, the reason is because we've been around a while, and those of you who, as I go through these things, I want you to raise your hand. I'm going to put everybody's hand down. Let me put everybody's hand down. Okay, so everybody who agrees with any of these or have had any of these pains, raise your hand as we go through. Don't raise your hand yet. So how many of you here have experienced the one kit wonders? You sponsor somebody to Premium Starter Kit, and that's it. They never buy anything again. And you're like, what the crap, right? You call them, you email them, you stalk them, you Facebook them, you text them, you're driving by their house, you're tailing them to the store, trying to get them to buy more oils. That's one of the reasons. Our goal is to help people transition also to other products they can use every month besides just the oils, because that will create more consumption. The average oiler, if they're using oils only, even regularly, only orders a couple times a year. So we want people using the products outside of the oils. The second thing was we want to get people on essential rewards. And now with the new essential rewards program coming, which is kick butt, how many of you, I'm going to lower hands, how many of you have a hard time talking about essential rewards or getting people on essential rewards? That was one of the major pieces of the Diamond Factory system training here, is to get people on essential rewards, to expose them to different products, to get them thinking about living green, you know, happy house with their pets and their kids and their emotional state and their fitness and all that. That's part of what this was created for. Also for upgrading customers to distributors, and then distributors to people that are sharing Young Living and starting to build either a part-time or a full-time business. I've already seen this happen in my own business where I've had customers upgrade to people wanting to start hosting their own in-home gatherings. So it is working. This system works. And it doesn't work unless you use it. That's the biggest key, and I'm going to reiterate that 1,000 times today. Another thing is people falling through the cracks. And for those of you that have somewhat of a team, how many of you have a broken, heavy heart when somebody comes to you and they say they don't know who their support is, or they aren't getting support and they want to transfer, or you hear from your upline, sideline, crossline, somebody that you're not supporting people. So that's not a good feeling. And so a lot of you here, I see all your hands are flying up as well, that every single person, oh my gosh, except for like 4, everybody's raising their hands because you don't want people to fall through the cracks. You know, if you're taking care of your team, and once your team gets bigger and you've got people on your 3rd, 4th, 5th levels, you know, you will find this happens. People fall through the cracks, and we wanted to make sure that didn't happen, and that's built into this training. Also, relationship building was the whole goal of this. This is not a set it and forget it. This is not send people your link and then forget about it. They're going to go train themselves. This is you working with them in developing relationships, because both of the product and the business side have a point where you will connect with them personally, one-on-one, right? So that's the goal. I've had people tell me that they've been having a really hard time getting a hold of people, and they sent out their link, and somehow they got their links to their team, and people that they've never been able to reach are now talking to them. They set up the mentor calls, and now they are actually speaking one-on-one, and they're helping those people with their goals. Oh yeah, so I'm going to lower hands, and for those of you that are building and sponsoring, how many of you are, how do you want to say this? How many of you somebody's already raising their hand. A bunch of you. You guys are making me laugh. Oh my God, you guys are funny. So how many of you panic when somebody comes to you and says, I want to do a business, can you show me how? You're like, oh my gosh, I can't even figure it out myself. How am I going to help you? I don't have a system. I don't know what steps to bring you through to get you started. I feel disorganized. Let me see, I want to see how many people raise their hands. Oh my gosh, oh my God, this is like blowing up, you guys. Yes, step-by-step process. So when you bring people through this side over here that is for the business, when people choose this, there are 6 steps you bring people through with PDFs and videos that will get them launched in their business. And I'm going to show you all this backside, but I'm just doing my intro, why we even did this. We spent insane amount of time building this system. I mean insane. I've been working one-on-one with Jen Ashby for a solid like 6 months, it feels like. We're texting, we're calling, we're Skyping, we're on the Skype. I think the longest time was 6 hours building this for you. You know, I was on the verge of diamond, and then Monty and I, you guys probably heard the mold story where we got really sick and we couldn't work the business for about 1.5 years or so, almost 2 years. But then when we decided to come back in and we're starting to rebuild and hit that diamond point, which I'm not far from, I decided to build this first, so I had a really strong foundation for everybody that I brought in to get to that rank. And so I know this has kept me from building and getting to diamond, building the system. So when I hear people say they're going to build their own system, I laugh. I'm like, good luck with that if you think you can do this, because I've had the best of the best professionals and programmers, and even my teammates. You know, I've had Yvonne Litza, and we've had Candace Hoke and Monty Moran, and you know, there have been some other people that have been helping as well. It's a power team, and then working with Jen Ashby and Anson and even Tom Challen with this, we've created this beautiful thing. And for somebody to say, I'm going to build my own system, I just like, okay, good luck with that, because you know, there's a lot of experience of multi-6-figure earners in this, and you don't want to paralyze your business, because creating tools is management mode. And you'll hear us talk about management mode versus building mode. And management mode is when you're spending 80% of your time doing this kind of stuff, like building things and writing manuals and making stickers and processes and, you know, replying to Facebook questions. That's management mode. And you got to get into action mode 80% of the time. And that's what this is created to do. And we'll show you some of that here in a minute. Also, duplication. I mean, that's part of this. Like I said, when somebody comes to you and says, I want to get started, you've got a simple process. And that person that you sponsor today can get their system and be sponsoring tomorrow doing the same thing that you're doing. So we want to, and this is very simple. You guys have no idea how hard it is to make it this simple, right? It takes multiple minds. I have a very detail-orientated mind, and I will tell you that it is not easy to keep this simple. It really is not. And to make it distilled down into simple steps is a big deal. So that is why we did it. But I want to really reiterate one thing. The most important thing of all, and you guys, like, everybody put their hand up, just so you know, for you know, panicking when somebody comes to you building a business. So I will give you the biggest secret of all. This system is not a magic bullet. It is not a magic bullet. You're the magic bullet. And in order for this system to work with you and for you and with your team, it's really important for you to use it and to learn how to use it. This is a foreign concept for a lot of people. You know, I'm going to show you the backside. You know, this is the login. office.toolsrock.com is where you go. And when you log in, you're going to see this. This is, that's what I was on the support button, so I had their phone number. But you're going to see this. And if you don't see this when you log in, you need to contact customer support, just so you know. It should say Diamond Factory System. It should be very clean like this. But I'm going to tell you there's going to be a little bit of a learning curve. I mean, we've made it as simple as possible. But in order for you to understand what to do and using this and getting comfortable, you have to take the time to learn. Every day, take a little time to learn how to do one or two things in here. I've just recorded 8 tutorials for you guys so that you can have your simple steps to get in here. I have that on diamondfactorytraining.com right now under level, I think it's module 600.5, but it's also going to be loaded in the back office here so that you will have the step-by-steps on the how-tos and the what-fors. But this doesn't work on its own. And you also, if you share your page 1 or 2 times, and you don't get anybody opting in, you know, which means putting their information in, that doesn't mean it doesn't work. You have to create a tsunami. You have to put your links everywhere. You know, I sponsor people off the internet every month, and people ask me how. I'm like, I make a huge mess. I'm going to put, while I'm lecturing you, I'm going to give you my camera. I make a huge mess on the internet, massive. You know, I've got 2 people that joined last month as business builders. Even while I was still building this system, I was, you know, putting all my videos out there, my Facebook posts, my links, you know, just saturating the market with my stuff. You know, I don't blog right now because I don't have the time, but I'm always, if you guys know, I'm always putting stuff out there. All my posts have hashtags on them so people can find me through searches on Facebook or, you know, the third most searched, I'm trying to get my fingers in here, the third most searched engine on the internet is Facebook. Number 1 is Google, number 2 is YouTube, and number 3 is Facebook. So if you want to get found, you have to put tons of stuff out there. And it doesn't mean, oh, I posted 1 post a day for a week and I didn't get anybody opting in. You know what? You got to crush it. You've got to run ads. You've got to get your links everywhere. If you're working a local market and you are doing classes and you're doing maybe vendor fairs or you're doing farmers markets, you put your links on business cards and all of your literature and you get it everywhere, okay? That's how this works for you. It's not a magic button. There is no magic sauce to this, except the magic sauce is you going ballistic and creating a tsunami effect of saturating the market with your information. You pick your favorite pages to promote and you just go get it. all right? Even with my people, when I sponsor them new, I tell them at the point of sponsorship, you know what? I've got the most amazing website for you. And this is going to help you go through all the things you just learned in my class. This I'm just saying like as if I did a presentation. And even if it was a Facebook class or a webinar, I'd say the same thing. I say, how many people here are thinking, wow, I want this kit and I got this kit. And then you're going to get your box and you're going to say, what do I do now? I don't know what to do. So don't worry about it. I've got a website that's going to go over everything I just went through in the class, and you'll be able to watch the videos and know exactly what to do, and then you'll be able to use everything you got, because I just do not want that box sitting in your closet and a year later you blow the dust off of it and you wonder, I don't know what to do with this, and you just throw it back in the closet when you're doing your cleaning. That's exactly what I tell people. I set them up to go to my website, and then I send them to this website. Boom, it's as simple as that. I send them to the website right here to make it very simple. And people go there, right? And then they're ready to go, and then they're watching the videos, and then they're buying other products other than oils that they started with their starter kit, and then they're getting on Essential Rewards right away. I will tell you, last month I sponsored 3 people on, not even really working my business because I was finishing up this. We were preparing for a class in Salt Lake, which a lot of you came to. And for those of you, I want to put the hands down. For those of you that came to the class, or you met us at AromaShare, put your hand up. We prepared for that class. We also prepared for AromaShare. I was busy, and I sponsored 3 people off the internet. All 3 of them got on Essential Rewards right away. Okay, and 2 of them started doing their first class in the same month they enrolled because of using this tool that I'm going to show you. So it works, you guys. It works. It totally works. It doesn't work unless you work it. All right, so there's my little soapbox. I'm going to turn off my video now so I can focus and I don't have to look at myself anymore. La, 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 la. Okay. All right. A question that came through is, do you wait till people sign up before you send them to the website? I do. I have other sites I send them to first. Some of you out there are using the site before you sponsor people. And you know what? That's totally fine. You can do that. If it works for you, do it. You can also use these classes, and I will tell you everything all at one time. You can also use these turn my video back on. You can also use these websites to do presentations for you. We're going to give you some ninja skills on that later on how to do that, and I might mention it in passing, but I've got 2 things for you. You got to stick around to the end because I've got a challenge for you, and I also have a gift for you. And I don't want to spill the beans yet because I like spilling the beans on things, but I will tell you that you can use this any way you want to. If you want to use it for prospects, you can. I don't, because I'd rather them go through other things first, but some people are using this for people that are not enrolled already. You know what? We call it your funnel. And your funnel is like at the top of the funnel are, the people that are not in your business. And then there's the people that are getting warmer, 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 and then sponsored, and then business builder, or if that's what your ultimate goal is. And, the top of your funnel could be landing pages that are the ones I'm going to show you. And then the next one could be Live Green, Earn Green. And if they didn't join at that point, you might bring them to this one. The funnel is a process in which you bring people through from the moment of talking to them about Young Living all the way to the point of when they're in your business and being sponsored. So you want to have that outlined, and if somebody hasn't joined yet and they're still looking for more information, heck, send them to this website for sure. I definitely would. If they wanted to see more, I would. Or, do a Facebook class or a webinar or a live class, depending on how you're building your business. So any which way possible. It's called expose, involve, and upgrade, right? For those of you that know where that came from, you've got to get people in, and you've got to get them seeing things. Another thing that's really important for you guys to use are the Facebook groups. I'm going to get into that in a minute. Let me turn off my camera. I don't know what you mean by enrolling tools. Let me go through, and then why don't we save a lot of the questions until we, okay, Live Green, Earn Green. Yeah, I'm going to show you, I'm going to go through the sites for you so that it makes sense. Because if I start going into all of it before I show you it, it's going to get confusing. So let me do my thing, and then if we've got questions that are really pertinent to this point, then I'll answer them, because we'll never get through this, and I don't want this to go on forever. So let me show you the backside. So when you log in, this is what your back office looks like. Over here, you have your Refer 3, Get Yours Free link, right? Who doesn't love getting their system for free? And a lot of you are already doing this. So also too, what's important here is to make sure you read this about email readability. Certain providers do not like to send emails to people in bulk, like Yahoo and AOL and some of the other ones. So make sure you read that. But this is where you're going to go and learn stuff. When you first get your system set up, you need to go into your account and you need to fill out all of this information, okay? Make sure that you have your Skype name on there. Make sure that you have your passwords in there. Make sure that you have your photograph right here. You got to upload a photograph so that when people go to the bottom of your website, they will see your picture. They will see right here on the bottom of all of your sites are going to be your name, your business, if you have a business name, your phone number, how to find you. And then there's a button here also for Skype. So if you're a Skypey person, put that in there as well so they can do a video call to you. We want your prospects to be very comfortable with you and feel like it's okay to talk to you. So make sure you fill out all of this stuff. Your social, and I've got the tutorials on this. It's not really hard, but make sure you go through all of it. This is step one that you need to do, is do your account. If you need to upgrade your plan, just go to subscription and then upgrade. If you're at the 19 and you want to upgrade to 49, go here. Or if you want to upgrade, when you start to really blow up your business, you might need to upgrade here to do more of the features. So yeah, there's that. So that's the first thing you do. But let's go back to home. So after you get your account set up, what do? Like, do you panic? Well, let me show you the websites. This is where everybody wants to know. These are the sites that you have available to you. We have sites that are made for you, they're ready to rock, and then there are some sites that you can have some influence on, right? Let me show you. So right here is the done for you sites. These are the Diamond Factory system sites that we have built. Live Green, Earn Green. Okay, one of the questions that always comes up is, can I use more than one site at a time? Absolutely yes. You can use all of these sites at one time. That's what I love about it. You don't pick just one. All of your links are right here. This is the link that you share your sites with, or you can just click on the image if you want, and then you can just grab it. You can just grab this link and share it. However you want to share it is fine. But you can share all of these at one time. And all of these sites were created with a purpose, and there are more sites that we have coming. The more people that subscribe, the more resources we have to do more rock and roll stuff and more tools. So Live Green, Earn Green, this was created for, oops, I should have shut it down because I wanted to show you. I want to show you that. Let me just go ahead and open it again. So Live Green, Earn Green was created. Live Green, Earn Green was created for prospects that you know. This is created for people who are your warm market or people that you've already taken to the next step. I do not advertise this particular funnel, as we call it, or marketing site directly to the cold market. When you are putting stuff out on the internet and people ask you, do you have more information about Young Living? This is what you give them. If you are using leads, or you're buying leads, and you do your initial interview and then you've decided that they are a candidate to join in your business and they want to know more, you show them this website. Okay, that is how I use this site. This is not a cold market website. This website is basically to promote the lifestyle of Young Living. It's not oils only. It's not Ningxia Red only. It's about lifestyle. It's about cleaning up your home. If you have 5 times the amount of pollution in your home than you do outside, even if you live in a city. So the number one thing for health is to have a healthy home environment. And so that's what this is built upon. Now, some of you asked the question, let me pause this. Okay, so some of you can ask the question, well, maybe I don't want to send them to that first page to put in their information. No problem. You just come to the inside and just grab this link and then share it. You can share it to any of these pages. This is the team page that talks about Team Young Living. We've got the product page that talks about, hold on, let me let this load. We've got the product page that talks about the products, right? You know, I talk about living green and all that jazz. We've got the toxins here from the Environmental Working Group. Plus, this is what I have right here. We wrote this a long time ago called the Terrible Touch Me Nots. You can use this in a class. So you guys can use this not only on the internet, but if you have your system and you're doing a live presentation, why don't you just use this as your presentation? Just go through team, products, income, and then how to get started, and you can enroll them right there on the spot. And then we have picked the most popular products for people to swap out, right? And that's what this is all about. And so some of this may need to be tweaked a little bit, like the image for Zing after the convention rebranding, but that's what this is all about, is getting people onto the lifestyle. There's also this here that talks about the income that they could generate, and then right here is the getting started page. So if you have somebody that's, you know, saying, hey, you know, I want to get started, how do I do it? You just grab this link right here and you email it to them, or you text it to them, or you Facebook it to them. And then it goes through how to get started. If they ever have questions, they've got you right here to call. This is a preview website, but your information will always be here for them to reach out. And 99% of the time, people are going to contact you to enroll, or you're going to contact them and help them enroll. But for that 10%, like me, I enrolled myself. This is a tutorial to walk them through. There's also a printout PDF so that they can print it out and then add everything on their order. We've created 3 kits. This is the basic Thieves kit. But then we've added on products to make a Thieves Plus, and then the Life Changer, which basically swaps out all of the toxins in their home. Some products can be changed on there. It's not set in stone, but we've built, you know, the $160 kit, and then we've added on more products to make it, you know, higher PV and also really help people's lives change. I mean, that's how we created this, and that is the purpose of this particular website. I need to close that because I keep going back to it. So that is what Live Green, Earn Green is for. This is for presentations, if you're doing them live or over the Zoom or over the internet, or even sending a friend the information. It's also for if you're using leads or cold ads and someone says, great, show me more, I want to know more about your company, you send them to Live Green, Earn Green. Okay, it's not a cold market website. This is 10 tips. 10 tips is a call that I did, and I don't know if any of you heard this call. I'm going to put your hands down. Do you guys remember the call I did for New Year's? It was rock and roll. It was so flippin' good. It was the 10 tips to success for the year to come. And it can be applicable to any time of year. This website, all of you overlook this website. I'm going to tell you right now, this site is money. I'm going to put my camera on because I'm going to give you all the sassy faces right along with this. This website is money. This is from my call from New Year's. I have personally used, I wanted to test this before we fully launched it. I tested this particular site. It is not branded Young Living. It is not branded any company, and my name is never fully mentioned. And that, just so you know, my name, Candace's name, Yvonne's name, Monty's name, we are never giving our full name so people can't find us on the internet. So when you're using the sites, don't worry about that. But I've done ads with cold ads with this particular page, looking for people who are looking for a business. And within 48 hours, I got 50 leads, cold leads from running ads using this particular page. And I also got 950 people opting in on a warm market. This site works, okay? This site works. That's all I have to say. You know, it looks simple, but people that are looking for a business or looking for some success, they're looking for this. When they opt in and they go to the inside, let's go in here. Let's show you the inside. What's my email? I'm just going to, I don't know, give it to me. So when they go to the inside, they get a PDF that is the PDF that goes with the 10 success tips. And it's really cute and fun. We didn't want it to be super boring. And make sure when you guys get your sites, go through everything so you know what you're sending people to. I cannot tell you how many times I get questions about the system. Well, this needs to be in there or that needs to be in there. I'm like, have you looked at the system? Because it's all in there that you're asking me for. So when you get your system, go through, opt in all your pages. Know exactly what tools are in there, because a lot of these, who says you can't print this out and use this in a class? Right? I mean, hello, it's like a really good thing. I'm scrolling and it's like going crazy. So this particular thing goes through the exact 10 tips for people for success. Plus, they can listen to my soothing Chicago nasal voice if they want to follow along in this 40-minute recording that goes along with the PDF. And if they want to learn more, then they can click here, give you information, also notes, and then you've got a really hot lead if they fill it on even further. So that's what 10 tips is for. 10 tips is gold. Don't disregard this just because it doesn't say Young Living on it. If you plan on doing prospecting, looking for business builders, or you can even send your current team this to know kind of who's even looking at a business, this is gold. 10 tips is gold. Like I said, a lot of you disregard it because you don't think it's Young Living-ified. It's meant to be general so you can go out there. When you advertise on Facebook or Twitter or any of those, Instagram, and you've got Young Living at the forefront of your ad, you're least likely to get people to opt in and to put their information in there. But if you're leading with a need, you know, people always ask, well, Jen, what's the difference between this and other websites? Well, we're leading with a need. We're leading with a lot of needs. When I show you the general capture pages, you're going to flip out. We are not leading it with saying, buy Young Living, buy Young Living, buy Young Living at the forefront of all of these funnels or these landing pages. We want to capture somebody that are looking for success in their business, not somebody who's looking for who out there is looking for Young Living to do as a business. They're not looking for that. They're looking to prosper and they're looking to succeed. Oh, and by the way, when they contact you, you're going to show them Young Living and you're going to bring them to Live Green, Earn Green to show them the company and the products and the business opportunity. Do you understand? Are you guys following me? I'm going to put your hands down. I want you to put your hands up. Put your hands up if you're following what I'm saying. Good. Okay. So that's how this works. Live Green, Earn Green was more of a warm market, or this is the next step. 10 tips is totally cold market. I have proved it works, and I can't wait to prove it even more because 10 tips is money. All right. And one thing you have to do when you set up, what is this here? Enter your Young Living link. When people are on Live Green, Earn Green, and they click on Order Now, and I've got a tutorial that's recorded for you already, but when you got to put your Young Living link here. You can also put a website. This is where we've got the link that you just copy, and you make sure you read all the instructions, you guys. So before you put in a ticket, make sure you read everything first. We've really written it very simple. Jen Ashby is really good at keeping things very simple and very clear. But you would put your Young Living member number in here. On these two places where there is a 0, where's my number? Okay. And then I would hit save. And so when people, go here and they click on Order Now, oh, I hit the wrong button. Okay, I just blew my ears out listening to myself. So when people click Order Now, they're going to go to Young Living's website, if it loads correctly, and then your name and enroller and sponsor are right here so that it defaults back to you. That's why you've got to set this up right here. If you want them to go somewhere else, to some other website, you could put that here, but I highly recommend you keep it simple because always remember, if you send somebody some highfalutin fancy blog post right here, some blog, your brand new people that you are showing the website that join your business are going to think that they need some high fancy falutin blog in order to do this business. So I have no other websites for Young Living other than this. I do not. I've got a blog, couple blogs. I haven't blogged in over a year or two. I'm keeping this simple. I use Young Living's link because my person that I sponsor tomorrow can do the same thing. They don't need to go learn how to do blogs. So I hope that's clear. All right, so these are the system sites that we've built. These are like bigger websites. Let's talk about capture pages. These are single pages that you can use to promote whatever. Like I said, these are not branded quote unquote young living. The reason why is because people aren't out there looking for young living necessarily. So you want to get people based off of a need. And these are all based off of needs. We have people that are looking to make income. We've got a Christian landing page. Okay, how many of you are excited about that Christian landing page? Go ahead and put your little hands up. You can market and you can use this on Facebook doing ads for marketing to that group of people. And stress. We got 2 pages about living a stress-free life. And like I said, if you want to use this page, you just grab this link right up here, you copy it, and you paste it. And then there's your page. You can use all these pages at one time. Freedom from stress. Show us how to let us show you how to navigate your life today. Enjoy the freedom of your living your heart's desire. So there's that. We've got energy. This is a page that we thought would be great for Ningxia Red and the Ningxia line and the athletic line. So we kept it. We don't say buy Ningxia Red. Ningxia Red rocks. I want to make sure, do you guys, I'm going to put your hands down, do you guys follow me when I say leading with the need versus the products? If you were on the internet and you were an athlete and you said, man, I want to feel better, would you be more likely to put your name in here, or would you be more likely to put your name in a page that had Ningxia Red and Ningxia Zing and Ningxia Nitro and the protein complete and all that on this page? You wouldn't, right? You'd be like, I don't know about those products. I don't want to be sold anything. And that's what this is about. That's why we're leading with a need. My favorite page that we just cranked out right before we did the launch is this one. We had a lot of fun with this. This is a Go Green Living page. It says, warning, this is an intervention. Break up with that toxic relationship you're in and go green. Your toilet cleaner, laundry detergent, and air freshener are doing you wrong. We wanted to put are doing you wrong, girl, but just in case a guy was on here, we didn't want to do that. Stop the insanity. It's time to end that relationship and create a new romance with your home cleaning products. Oh my God, it's so funny. So this one here, you can easily put anywhere and advertise with that. So, and then when they ask about what green products are you talking about, you send them back to Live Green, Earn Green. Simple, right? Easy. Okay. So we also have one here. I love this one. It's really cheeky and fun. The key to vibrant health discovers nature's most sacred health secret. Egyptians were doing it. So was Jesus and Hippocrates. Are you? Learn the secret right here. I have them put their information in. We also have that as an editable one, and we'll show you that. Here's moms. We got 2 right here for moms. So if you're marketing to stay-at-home moms or moms that want to stay at home, we got that. We also have this new men's page. Again, we're not leading with the product saying buy Young Living. We're saying discover how you can learn how you can get paid to turn back the clock and help other guys do the same. Do you ready to take control of your mojo and your money? And this is all about, this is for men. So you guys that are on here that are looking to market to men, or even ladies that want to expand your business into the market of the male clients, because as you know, if you go to convention, there's only like 5 men and 20,000 women. I'm kidding, but you know what I'm saying. It's a little skewed. You can promote this, and then when a dude says, "Hey, I'm in," like, and you talk to them on the phone, and they say, "Well, show me more." You send them to Live Green, Earn Green, right? Simple. It is totally simple. What was I going to say about this? And you can talk to them about the men's, products that support men. You could talk to them about, pure protein, or talk to them about Shutran, or talk to them about the shave gel. I mean, there's a lot that goes with this. Cool Azul. I mean, who doesn't love that stuff? I mean, the new pain cream, geez, so awesome. And then there's some generic pages about essential oil purity, essential oils just in general. This is botanical health. Meet your health and wellness goals the natural way. Discover how to incorporate essential oils into your daily routine. Very simple. It's not complicated. And this one here is about purity. So who is to say that you couldn't here put, attach a webinar to this? Once the page loads, you'll see the back picture. This is not how it looks. I've got my computer's a little old. There we go. And it takes a little time to load things. So this is all about purity. So you can market this to Facebook and advertise to people that are looking for aromatherapy, or even put this on Instagram, or put it on Pinterest and have your link in there with a photograph, and just say, you know what, if you're looking at oils, make sure that you get clean, good ones, and they aren't going to hurt your family. And this, find out here, and then you can write an autoresponder or a little report to go with that. And then this one is really fun. we created about women's health. We did one for men and we did this one for women. You know, attention ladies. Attention ladies, have you lost your groove? Changes that happen to your body starting at age 30. While they can be challenging, know that you can navigate these changes with grace and ease. Yeah, who's having that problem? Me. So anyways, these are the pages that you use. Now, the one thing that's really important when you set up your website, any of these sites, okay, so once people go to this website and they put in their information, I'm going to put in my information, right? And to show me more. If I don't set up the next page right here, it's going to go nowhere. Okay, I just want you to know that. So you get to choose. I'm going to take this out. I'm going to show you what I mean. Come on, stop it. Select all, delete, save. Okay, I want to make this point clear because I had this question come up to me. Okay, so there's nothing in there. So if I go to this website, let's do moms. And if you're using your site and you don't set up that link and you put it in here, it's going to go nowhere. See how it went nowhere? You have to set up, and the instructions are on here, just so you know, the instructions are on here. You have to set up, here it says general capture pages. Note, you must enter the send to link at the bottom of this page. This is the website that you want your lead to be taken to once they enter their info. It will be the same for all these capture pages, and it's your choice. You can send them to one of the thanks pages we've created for you, or you can send them to your Young Living web page or wherever you want. Or if you want your own custom page, you can have actually Tools Rock build you one if you want to. So what that means is you pick out of these 3 bottom pages. These are general thank you pages. Okay, request received. So you could choose from this one. This just says, hey, got your stuff. I'll get back to you in 24 or 48 hours. Like I said, this isn't going to load really fast because my computer is like, the RAM is like going a little cuckoo right now. This one right here just says, we'll get back to you. It's very simple. This is my favorite one because because I've done a lot of internet marketing and I've done really well at it. I know it's really important to have your picture will go here, so will your phone number and your Facebook and your Twitter and all your social information, so that when people get the thanks, you know, if they opt into you know, any of these pages and they see a real face on the second side, they're more likely to answer the phone when you pick it up. So this is my preferred one, but my super mega preferred one is actually this video one. And I'll show you that one in a minute. You can actually put a video of yourself here, and you will, when someone puts their information in and they get the next page after they enter their information, you'll have a video saying, hey, this is Jen, you know, well, you probably won't say Jen, but hey, this is Jen. I'm so happy that you want to learn more information about staying at home with your kids. I am so excited to talk to you. I'm going to call you within the next 48 hours, blah, blah, blah. Make sure that you look for my information, blah, blah, blah. And then you could say something like, I've sent you an email that has my contact info if you want to reach me first. So you can put that's how you use these videos. But what you do is any link that you want to send all people to your websites after they fill out one of these, it's not for Live Green, Earn Green, it's just these pages, right? You've got to put your thanks pages, you've got to choose one of these 3, or you can send them anywhere you want, really, but these are the ones that are done for you. You copy this page, you put it in here, and it changes are updated, okay? So when people, now if I click on this mom's page, where is she? Here's that girl. Here's this girl with her baby. Okay, so now I'm going to do it again. See how it went to the thanks page? When I did it before, it went nowhere. Now it went to the thanks page because I set it up. I designated which one it needed to go to. Okay, are you guys excited about this, that you've got some flexibility in what you can design and pick? Because it's not, like, these are kind of things you can customize yourself. But let me show you the next thing. These are the editable pages, which are similar to the pages that we showed you just now, but you can put your own video in these pages. You can even customize 10 tips a little bit, which is like really exciting because I love that funnel. I think it's really powerful, and if you've got your own video on there, you're more likely to get more opt-ins. So right here, this message page, A lot of people are asking me, well, Jen, how do I get my current downline into the system? I know it's a lot of questions on your mind. You cannot load your delimited file, your CSV from Young Living up into this contact manager. It is illegal. The FTC does not allow it. There are spam laws, etc. So you've got to get people to opt in. All right, so there's a few ways you can add people manually. You can do that, and I've got a tutorial already done for you on adding your contacts, so you can watch that later. I want to go over the system and how it works, but you can have them, you can enter them in manually depending on what subscription plan you're on. You can enter in 10, 15, a day. You can also have them opt in, which is, how do you do that? Well, what I would do, I also mail my people a postcard as well saying, here, go to my link to the new member start page. So the video isn't going to, there's a video, this is a video holder right here. You can't see it because there's nothing there. But if you look at this here, this is how it looks with the video in there. But so you have this, you send them to this page, and in the video that you're going to put right here, you say, hey, team member, however you want to say it, we just got this new incredible tool, and I'm keeping in touch with everybody this way, blah, blah, blah. We got classes and contests and this and that and this and that. Make sure you enter your information below so that I can keep you in the loop as to what's going on, any specials we're running, any classes we're doing in your area. I want you to stay in the loop. I want you to know how to use your products, and if you're sharing Young Living, this will definitely be what you need to do. So go below right now, put in your information, and then I will be in touch with you. You guys got it? Does that make sense? And then you send this link out to all your people through email or texting or Facebook groups that you have, and you get people to put their information into this site, and it goes into your contact manager. All right, and then you can sort them and pull them up and email them and text them and call them and all that stuff. All right, so that's how you can also get your current team member in there, because a lot of people, I'm just going to tell you, if you've got teams right now and all of a sudden you're like, woo, we got this tool and everybody's going to use it, we're all going to be a World Crown Diamond. A lot of you are not, or your teams are going to look at you like you've got 4 heads, and they're not going to do it. So do not think that's a failure. You definitely have to start with your new people. Your new people, you start them out using the system, they're going to have wild success. The people you currently have in your team, show them the system, show them what you're doing. Some are going to join you, some of them are not. Some of you they're just going to sit back and watch what you're doing. They're going to be like, what are you doing? And they're going to see your success and the new people's success, and then they're going to use the system, because it is simple, but it's kind of foreign, right? It's a little scary for some people. So that's what you have to remember when you're doing this type of new stuff. People don't like new stuff, even though they say they like new stuff. So just use it with all your new people. The oldies, just keep sending the links out, keep emailing them. We've got a postcard that we've designed for you guys to use to mail out. I'm going to be mailing all my new people every month with my specific link to the new member start site, which is this site. I want everybody to go through it. If they're new, even if they're not on my first level, if somebody has their own system, I'm going to let them do it. But if they don't, and I'm sending it out every month, I will, I want them to go to my site, and I'll then field them back to their leader if they have a leader. That's between me and them. Second thing is I'm also mailing all of my current people. As I can afford it, I'm going to send chunks. And my whole team, we're going to do a campaign. And we're going to send the postcards to everybody that's current, and we're going to get in people that are really interested into learning how to use their products using this website. And if they don't, that's fine. I'm not pushing anybody, but that's how you can get your current members in there. I hope that's helpful. Also in these video pages that you can choose from, mind you, you've got the ones on the other pages. You've got Live Green 10 Tips, and you have all of these. These are also for prospecting. This one here says meet your goals, your health and wellness goals a natural way. Discover how to incorporate essential oils in your daily routine. Who says you can't put a little mini class right here? I mean, why not? You can do a PowerPoint. You can do a video. You can say, hey, let me show you these 5 amazing tips to use blah, 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 or why you need to detox your home. And then put your information below, and I'm going to call you and I can help you with blah, 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 or I'm going to send you a report, or whatever it is. You got to make this enticing for people to put their information in. And always, always direct people. Put your information below. It goes to me direct. It doesn't go to some crazy place. I will personally call you. And you can also call me. My number is also at the bottom of this page. That is how you get people to enter their information. One question that always comes up, people ask, why do you have their phone number on there? Because they're not going to put, you know what? You need to set them up to get their phone number on there. You need to say, yes, you put your phone number in there. I will personally call you. You're not going to get called by anybody else but me. But if you really want to get help with blah, 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 wherever you're talking about in the video, put your information below, or you can call me first. And if you don't want to put your information, we'll put in a fake number. I mean, you can even have fun with it. I do. And people will put their information in there. The serious people will. The people that are just, you know, looky-loos, maybe they won't. And do you want them in your business anyways? Probably not. So just, that's a little soapbox of mine, because we are not taking off the phone numbers. I'm just telling you, because most people don't answer emails. You can email people till you're blue in the face and they will not respond. But if you give them a call or you text them, it's good. So there's also one here. Remember that one that, you know, the Egyptians were doing it, so was Jesus and Hippocrates. Are you? Here's a video one. You can put your video in that one. I mean, like, that one is like so awesome. You can also, I hate to say it, but if you do not love my soothing voice, and you don't need to raise your hand on this one, if you do not love my soothing voice and you would rather record your own message for the Live Green, Earn Green instead of having me and myself, this is me, get a load of this. If you don't want people to get a load of that, you can create your own. You've got the ability with that page, it's you know, put your video in here of anything you want. So record a webinar, record you just standing there, you know, do whatever. You can use that as your landing page right here. Isn't that cool? And then what you would do is you would send them to the second page of the Live Green, Earn Green once they would opt in. If you need technical help, just don't, we're not getting too technical here. You can ask for tech support. And then here's that video thank you page that we talked about. And here's the link. So you would have to grab this link here and go back to the general capture pages down here if you want this one here to be your thank you. Okay. So I just updated it. So if I have a video, it's going to go, everybody that opts into one of these pages are going to go to this video thank you page. It's just on both pages, but the actual link is over here under the editable one. So remember, here's all the instructions. Shoot your video, upload the video to YouTube or to Vimeo, then grab the embed code. This is always updating, some hitting buttons. You grab the embed code, and I don't have one to show you right now. So the embed codes are right there. You also got to make sure that this is the size of the video, which you'll see in the embed code, and then you paste your video down here. So your green video intro, put it right here. My thanks video, put the embed code here. My 10 tips, put that here. So you put the video, you know, codes right there, and you save them, and then when somebody clicks there, they're going to see you, and they're going to be more likely to opt in. I think these are powerful. I believe these are more powerful than even the static landing pages because people can see you. They're going to look in your eyes. They're going to feel your energy. They're going to vibe with you. They're not going to vibe with you. Whatever it is, they're going to be more likely to opt in because you've got a video, and you're more likely to get the construction, you know, get that people opting in. That's all I have to say. So get over your fear of your phone. Do you want to know how I do my videos? I don't know if you can see me. I use this. I'm selfieing all the time. Hey, everybody. That's how you do it. So anyways, okay, let's go to last thing. New member start site. We've already teased you with this, and now you are going to see why. Why? Duplication, leverage, duplication, leverage. So this is where you grab the link for your new member start sites. Remember, websites, done for you, editable. Then there's these different 3 done for yous, and then there's the one editable where you could put your videos. Okay, editable means you could put videos in there. So your new member start site, this is the one that is this. This is the one that you send to your new people, and if you want to, which I'm doing, I'm sending it to my current members. When they go through the website, let's see, product. When they go through the website, this is the product side. So when they click on product, they're going to go through 3 steps. The first step is them getting connected to you and your team. The whole goal of this is to not let people fall through the cracks. So step one, you, them, connected. We have here as well as a default for a lot of you that don't want to run a Facebook page. I know people that have other businesses and they don't have time to moderate a Facebook page. We have Live Green, Earn Green there as a general community page. And we've got, here's Diamond Factory System, but if I show you Live Green, there's 3,500 members in Live Green, Earn Green. And so what this does for you is it creates, look at 13 people have wanted to join Live Green, Earn Green since we started the webinar. Live Green, Earn Green is to support your people in a safe community. We watch it very closely. It's also to show your prospect or your new member, look at, there's more than just me. There's 3,500 people in this group and it's growing like really fast. So you're in the cool crowd. Does that make sense? It's called social proofing. If you followed, you know, some of the big networking trainers, you know that's a big deal. The other thing is when at the bottom of every page, they have to fill out a little form. So it tells you where all this information is in the contact manager. And so when people fill this out, if you go back into your contacts over here, you are going to see all the results. I don't know if I don't think I filled one out for the preview site. Look how many times we opted in to do videos and stuff. It's funny. So when I put this information in here, I don't know if it's going to show. Let's see. Let's see. I'm going to see if it does it because I'm kind of live winging it here, guys. Okay, I'm going to go to the next page. The second page is learning about the products. This is where we walk them through their starter kits, literally, so that they can see it again. They may have seen you in a class or on a Facebook thing or whatever, a video, but they get their kit and then they freak out and they forgot everything you told them. Don't worry, we got the kits. We go through the kits. We also have 9 videos for them to learn about other products other than oils to get them on essential rewards. We're setting them up for essential rewards. I've had my own team members change their orders, one gal 5 times, one gal 8 times, so that as they went through and watched these videos, it was really cool. There's the product FAQs from Young Living's website. Oh, then there's essential rewards. We have a whole video here on essential rewards that goes into why and how, and obviously I'm going to need to update it because of what's coming in beginning of August or September 1st. They said it's going to launch, hopefully, cross our fingers. Yeah, we want them on essential rewards, so we do that, and then we talk about, we'll go through and we'll do this little survey. We see if it goes all in there. What kit did I start with? Let's say I started with thieves. What products did you get excited about above? Let's say pets and immune health. Okay, good. If I set up essential rewards, yes. If I set up my PV assist, yes. Okay, perfect. Step 3 is all about them connecting with you for their mentor call. Now, every time somebody goes through one of these steps, you get a text on your phone if you set that up. I want to know where people are coming through, so I set up the text feature because then I can say, oh my gosh, I just saw you started the product side. Great. We're going to, step 3, you're going to set up a mentor call. How about we just do that right now? And I set it up for like next week so I can connect with them through the phone. That's what this step is for you to be talking with your words to the people. Versus this is not a set it and forget it site. So step 3 is set up the connection call. That means help them with whatever questions they have. I brought people through this that have been in my team a long time, and I had questions that they, I answered questions for them that I had no idea. So let's say wait. So say if this person came through and they started with thieves, and then they want to know where at pets, and then they came through with weight. Well, you could talk to them, hey, did you hear about the new sleek products that Young Living just came out with? You can talk about that. Let's say wait, and then here it designates, what time it would, international, not international. Let's say Central Time, and then you go to the next page. The last page is you're a rock star, you're amazing, and you made it. Please confirm your cell phone to stay updated, and then that gets confirmed. And when that happens, people, I don't know, probably this is a master site, that's why it's doing that. When people enter in and confirm their text, you can, let's refresh this. Let's see if it did come through. I don't know if it did. May not have. When you have people that come through and they confirm their text, you can here's the contact manager. You can select their name and you can text them, blah, blah, blah. Hey, what's up? I saw blah, blah, blah. Let's set up our mentor call. So that's why we have them confirm the text. And it's a very important part of the step. I'm not going to get too into the contact manager right now. I'm going to just show you a little bit in just a second, but I just want you to know I did a tutorial on it and it's been recorded. It's under diamondfactorytraining.com under 600.5, and they're also all going to be loaded in the backside of this. So don't worry, the technical stuff. You're learning so much right now, your brain is probably doing this. If I started showing you how to use a contact manager, like major explosion. So now that was the product side. The business side is a similar but different. Let's go to business step dos, step un. Okay, step one is the same thing as step one on the product. Step one is get connected with your people, right? We want them connected with you. Get friends on Facebook. Join the Diamond Factory community. Again, social proofing. Share with your community, Living Green. Get your team specific access. Get in, if your team has a specific private Facebook group, get in there. Get connected with your team, however your team does their thing. We want them connected to you, right? We want them to be supported with you. And again, they've got the little things on the bottom that they fill out. Step two is the same as step two in the product. It's all of the product videos, the starter kit, essential rewards. Step three, so the first couple steps are the same, but step three is my favorite step of all. And I tell this to my new business builders. If you are going to quit anywhere in this process, it's going to be step three. Step three is where you've got to dig down deep. And like I told you guys, if you're subscribing and you, how do I say this? You need to go through this yourself, and you need to go through all of these PDFs, like right here, and you need to fill them out yourself so that you know how to bring your team through it. People ask me, well, Jen, how do I do the site? I said, well, have you gone through it yourself? Go through it yourself and do the same thing with your people and make sure you can guide them through it. So step three is where they need to dig in deep. This is where we get their head on straight. We get them connected to their goals and their dreams beyond what they initially started. There's an interview in here with Candace Hoke and Yvonne Litza, who are both diamonds right here. And this interview is pure gold. And this My Vision PDF, when you pull this up, this goes along with that. They print it out while they're going through the interview, and it really digs down very deep. You know, talking about their goals. What do they want to do? How much money do they want to make within their XYZ months? You know, when do they want to accomplish this? Because you as the sponsor or the upline, you will help keep them on task into meeting their goals. Because guess what? Life happens. They get distracted with soccer games. They get distracted with camping trips. They get distracted with pushing deadlines at work. You've got to be like, all right, you told me you wanted to make XYZ in 30 days. How are you doing? All right, are you still on track for 6 months? Oh, you know what I mean? You can help dial people in when you know what their goals are. And so this is really painting that picture very vivid for them. Oh, where's the tab here? As they go through that process. It's not, like I said, it's like I tell people, a lot of people quit here, and that tells me where you're at and how serious you are about growing your business. And if you're committed to your dreams and your goals and making changes in the world, you're going to finish step three. Just no way around it. So this, in step three, we also have the action plan where they get going. How are you going to get going? And then here is, you know, you are so supported. We just keep reminding them they're so supported. And we also go through their colors on this page. Jacob Adamo did a beautiful little PDFs for us that we could use promoting his full spectrum success, which is awesome. We talk about their colors. Here's all their homework. This is my favorite thing. It says, my goal is to create XYZ in 30 days. Most people say either 50 to 100 or 100 to 300. So you get this information and it goes into your contact manager. My goal is to create how much money in for 60 days. Well, a lot of people are like, I want to make 300 to 600 in 60 days. So you can help them stay on track and make sure they're doing the actions it takes, doing their presentations, doing Facebook whatevers, you know, calling their follow-ups. You know, I mean, you can set up the accountability for them to make sure that they're doing this. And then the first 90 days, some people want to make more than $1,000. Okay, click it. And then how many hours a week? So they got, let's say 15 hours a week. So now you're getting this information into your contact manager, and you're looking at this while you're talking to them, and you're saying, because I did a whole video on how to use this. Okay, I'm not going to go totally deep into it now, but I've got a whole video on how to use this, and it's on the Diamond Factory training site, and it's going to be loaded into the back side of the Tools Rock site as well, how I use this, how I talk people through it. But you get all these answers, and you know how to guide them forward. So then step 4, okay, step 3 gets their head on right. Step 4 gets their feet moving. So we don't want them staying in the clouds very long. We want them going forward. I mean, how many people, I'm going to have you raise your hand. How many people are, how do I say this? How many people, you start them to get started, or maybe if it's even you, you get started and you keep learning and learning and learning and learning and learning and setting up your business and learning and learning and learning. You never get to the point of moving forward, right? People are just spinning their wheels. I'm so busy learning and thinking. I'm learning and planning and thinking and learning and planning and thinking. We got to get them into gear. So step 3, we get the heads out of their backside. Step 4, we get them moving forward into action. So step 4, let me pull up step 4. Is the 3-step map to success, which you will hear my mentor, my coach, Tom Challen, talk about all the time. So I was talking to Tom the other day after convention. We were driving home. He was calling me like all the time. We're planning on my plan to get to Royal Crown. Okay. He's like, now you're ready. You got the tools, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, Tom, what do I do? He's like, Jen, you got to connect with people. You got to send them to a simple message, and you got to enroll them. And then you got to connect with more people. You got to send them to a simple message, and you got to enroll them. So I'm like, okay, I got to find people to talk to. I got to send them to Live Green, Earn Green. I got to follow up and enroll them. I got to send them to this new distributor training page. I got to rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. He goes, exactly. He goes, just because you're at where you're at in your business, you're already a 6-figure earner. He said, you don't do anything different than the brand new person. So stop making it so hard. Okay. And it's funny because I like record the videos, and I'm always telling you guys 3-step map to success, and he teaches it as well. And he just kicked my butt. It was really funny. So this is a critical video, and if any of you are stuck in your business, you've got to watch the 3-step map to success. It's the exact steps. Because step 3, we get, like I said, we get people's head on right. Step 4 is the action step. And that's what this is. It tells them how to do it. You connect with people. How do you do it? Right here. You share your messages, and then you follow up and you enroll, and then you do it again and again and again, and you show people to do the same thing over and over. And then there's a video here that Yvonne did on how to enroll somebody. A lot of people need that tutorial, and it's right there for your new people so they know how to do it. And then you've got your memory jogger and your lists. This is one of the most valuable things in your entire business, as your list of contacts. So we've made it simple. You can take this, fill it out, and you have your people put it in their contact manager when they get their system. You do the same thing. Fill out your list, get everybody in there, and then enter them into your contact manager. So then you have a list to start working with. If you need a memory jogger, we put that right here so that people, if they're like, well, I don't know anybody, we'll go through this memory jogger. Who do you know is a coworker? Who's a boss, a partner, a janitor, security guards? Who do you know that is a customer? Who's a parking? I mean, it gives you the memory jogger so that you can say, you got your names. There's no excuse. You absolutely know people. So here's, getting them through their survey to the next step. Step 5 is a very important part because we want them to duplicate just like you, and we want them to get their own system so that right away they can be using Live Green, Earn Green. They can be starting their brand new members with the new member start site just like this, and it's taking that learning curve to this much. Because if they're brand new and they don't know how to do a class, just say no worries. Just use Live Green, Earn Green, or you could use the first couple steps in the product side and just show those videos and talk to the videos, pass around products, and then enroll them. I mean, it's that simple. Let the system do the work for you. Okay, step 5, that's why they need their system. It's like, get your system, get your system, get your system. And as many of you know, you refer 3, you get yours free. I mean, I think it's like the best plan on the planet. Refer 3, get yours free. like 99% of people are, you got to be at the $49 level to get this part of the system and all those landing pages. The $19 level has just Live Green, Earn Green, and 10 tips to get people started. But honestly, you need the 49 to get all these other, bells and whistles. And then step 6 is, oops, I hit step 5 again. Welcome. Okay, step 5 is the financial basics. This is my comp plan in 10 minutes or less. I know that a lot of you have watched that on YouTube. Who's seen my comp plan 10 minutes or less? 80,000 people have watched that comp plan video. Well, I'm going to tell you it's a little prettier. I redid it so that you can see it. Yeah, I redid it so it's pretty for Diamond Factory System. I've got the old ghetto version on YouTube still, but the pretty version is in the back side of this for you guys. I redid it with logos and matching fonts, and it's really cute. But oh shoot, I might need to change this with the new auto ship stuff. Crud. It's never ending, isn't it, when we get updates? But anyways, this is the comp plan in 10 minutes or less. So you get your new people at least beginning to understand the plan. We don't get deep in the plan, but they understand the plan. Make sure that they look at this income disclosure statement. There's the highlights, and then we also talk about Elite Express. And then there's a little checklist guide here for them to set up their office. We want them to get, if they want, oily tools so they can manage their organization on their phone, and also TaxBot if they're worried about their taxes and they have some foresight on that. And then once they finish this, they go through the confirm your cell phone page, and then that's that. So it's very simple. The process is simple for your new people to come through. You get them connected to you in step 1. Step 2 is learning more about the products other than the oils. And getting on Essential Rewards. Step 3 is getting your head straight. Step 4 is moving your feet. Step 5 is get your system so you can duplicate and do what I'm doing tomorrow. And step 6 is getting your office set up and learning a little bit about the comp plan, and you're off and running. So does that, I want you guys, a lot of you, only 3 of you watch that comp plan. You got to watch the comp plan in 10 minutes or less. So question, is this helpful for you? Do you think this is going to very much help you get people started and train your people in your business so that you can duplicate and not be stuck on the phone or saying the same things over and over and over and over? This will leverage your time. This will also leverage you so you can duplicate. And this little hand raising thing is like exploding. Like everybody's like, yes. Okay, so let's quickly, quickly, let's go back to Contact Manager real quick. So those are the websites. Oopsie, I'm clicking happy right now. Okay, websites. We already went through all the websites. Let me recap. So you've got your 10 tips and you got your Live Green. Live Green is for warm market or people you need to send them to a simple message. 10 tips is for cold market and warm market as well. You've got your editable sites, which are the video sites, the single pages with the videos. Wow, how many of those are there? So there's 6 of those, not including the thank you page. And then the general capture pages. Oh my gosh, you guys have 15 of those. You got 21 pages you can use, not including Live Green or 10 tips. It's pretty amazing. Like 21 pages that you can use, and then bring them through your process. And then you've got the new member start site so that when people join, they don't just fall through the cracks. That's a really big deal. So let's quickly go through the Contact Manager. I don't want to spend a lot of time here because it's really technical. And right now I know your brains are like super full, and I don't want to keep this dragging on forever. And I got Anson and Monty that are going right now. I can see my video over on the other computer. It's kind of creepy. Monty and Anson are fielding the questions in the chat for you guys. So if you have questions, go through there and ask them to those guys. They're busy doing this. Okay, so this is the Contact Manager, and like I said, there's different ways you can put people through here. I already showed you the way with that video, or having them go into one of your websites, and then when they enter their information, they're going to show up here in the Contact Manager. The second way is you can add them. You can just put in Jen, la 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 la. You want to select what category. Let's say that I came in as a new product member. And then how do I know this person? A colleague. And then this is how you set up your auto mail. I'm going to send her the energy autoresponder that I wrote. And I do that in a tutorial, so don't worry about it. And then Jen is great and really pretty. Ha, and funny. Funny. Okay, so I said do that. Okay, so then I added this person. And after it does its little computer thing, and then it sends me starts adding the autoresponder. It's that easy to enter in somebody, okay? It's important to choose the relationship, how you know the person, and then it will start kicking out the autoresponder. So I don't know where Jen just went. She's in here somewhere with all the other Jens that you can see in here. So that's one way you can add people. You can add them manually, as I just showed you. You can also upload a list. Here is all the instructions on how to do that. Now remember, you cannot take your CSV file from Young Living, a delimited file, and upload it. However, if you have an email service that you've been using for years or another contact manager, Aweber, Constant Contact, PicMonkey, not PicMonkey, the other one, MailChimp. I hate MailChimp, like totally hate them. Anything like that, you can export that file and then import it in here with two criteria. One, you've emailed them in the last 30 days. So if you haven't emailed them in a while, send them out an email. And there's an IP address with the export. And you should be able to see that when you do the export. If you've got an IP address and a current date stamp within 30 days, you can import in as big of a list as you want. That's why you can buy leads. For those of you that are asking about it, you can buy leads either right through ToolsRock, or you can also do, okay, my computer screen is not letting me scroll. You can buy leads from another source and import them in, because if they have a current 30-day, that's how old the lead is, you can upload it with no problem. You can also go over here to shop. Oops, tools maybe? Oh, here it is. I hit the wrong button. I get a little click happy and I just get crazy right here. If you go over to shop, okay. I'm in autoresponders. I'm not going into autoresponders today, guys. So if I want to buy leads, I would go through here. I don't know why it's working. It was working yesterday. And so we'll have to look at that. If you click on leads, it will, there's a lead provider they have that you can buy the leads and import them in. I don't know why the button's not working right now. But there is, I've done that. In order to do live dials, I've purchased leads and it automatically got loaded in the back, and then we could call them. I will tell you though, leads, the best leads that you will ever get are leads you create yourself. So practice. My encouragement is this. This is gold for you guys listening that are with me. There's like a lot of you here. Buy crappy leads right now, like the cheapest of the cheap you can find. Practice on those people, because most likely they're not going to enroll. I'm just going to tell you, they suck. Those cheapy leads suck. But practice talking to people you don't know, because when you are getting good leads from your pages that you're generating, you don't want to blow it and learn the ropes on those people. So just saying, very important thing, because those leads that are coming through, if you were running ads, you may be spending $3 to $5, maybe $10 a lead, and then if you screw it up and you're learning on those how to talk to people on the phone, that's what Tom is doing. Tom is going to talk to you. He's doing that mastermind in July, and he's also doing he's got his big course that he has available as well. And if you go to growyl.com, you can see he's got, get information, you put your information in there, and then you can see what he's offering for July. But if you're thinking about doing ads or leads or, really expanding your market, you're going to want to check into his mastermind for next month. He's focusing on that along with this, to go together. So it's growyl.com. He's also going to start doing live dials for us. That's the last thing I want to talk about here are the two hot tips. One is the first thing is your challenge. I challenge you to add 10 new contacts a day in your contact manager. So in here, I challenge you for 10 days, and I want you to report what happens when on the Diamond Factory System Facebook group. Most of you are in there. If you're not in there, just look for Diamond Factory System. You just join it. I want to know what happens. You add 10 contacts a day. If you don't know what to do, You know, like, I don't know where I get my contacts. Make your list of names. Remember that list that I showed you over here on step, where is it? Step 4. You yourself go through here. Print out this list. If I'm just telling you, if you don't have this done, you need to do it. Print out this list of names. You put your contacts here and start entering them in 10 a day right here, at least 10 a day. So that's challenge 1. You could put in out and about, or if you're doing an expo, or you just did a class and you send around your piece of paper saying, put your name on here to stay in the loop. Put those names in here. It doesn't have to be all on the internet, okay? You following me? 10 a day. I want you to do that and start reporting back to me on that on the Facebook group. The second thing is your gift is where's my thing here? I got my notes. I got to make sure I get it all right there. We're going to start doing, we're calling it Power Half Hours. Power Half Hours are going to be every week on a component on learning how to maximize the use of this system, how to get eyeballs onto your websites. Not like, it's not totally going to be like, oh, how to create an autoresponder. I mean, we could do a lot of that through tutorials and videos, but how to use your system. Let me put the hands down because I want to know who is excited about that, where you're going to have an opportunity to, if you are a subscriber, it doesn't make sense for you if you're not a subscriber, but if you're a subscriber, you have to learn how to use it. So we're going to teach you how to put eyeballs on the system and your pages so that you can maximize your use of this. Like I've said, this system is not a magic button. It is a magical thing, but it's not, it can transform your business. It can make your life easy. It can manage your time, make you more efficient and duplicable. However, it's not magic without you using it. You've got to take time to use it. You've got to use it. So we're going to do the Power Half Hours every week where we're very laser focused. It may not even be a half hour, but laser focused, showing you some techniques, and so that you can get out there and start sharing and helping people and having a total blast doing it, because it's more fun when you've got more people in your group. So that's one thing. And then Tom is also going to do some live dials with that, so you can hear how to follow up once you get people's names. And then we also have twice a month for subscribers, twice a month. We are, is it the second and the fourth Tuesday? We do about a half hour-ish call. Sometimes it's 40 minutes. We do a little training like tip, and then we do open Q&A. So we've got that as well, but that's currently going. But the Power Half Hour is the gift we're giving you guys so that you can really get your traction, and we can have, the challenge is really to see you up rank. We'd like to see you up rank within the next few months, if not sooner, okay? That's the Diamond Factory is about creating diamonds, and then you can create diamonds. That's why it's called that. It's like it becomes a process. It becomes very simple. It becomes something that's duplicable, and you can really help people. I mean, there's nothing worse than when someone says, Jen, I want to make enough money so I can stay home with my kids because my little one is sick and I really want to be there for him or her, and my spouse is so stressed and I want to be able to help the family. And they come to you with that, and you're like, I don't know how to get that person started in business. I know if I try to help them, they're going to fail. That's why we created this. That is why we created this, so that you can say, great, you know what? The first thing you do is you go to this website and you go to this website and you pick, which side's appropriate. If you're interested in the business, you choose the right one, and we start going through, and then you and I connect on your mentor call. Boom, that's how you get people started, and they're off and running. So that is like, that makes me feel good when I'm speaking to people that I know how to get them started right away. Let's see if there's anything else. I think that was it. So I'm going to email out to people that are, so if you're in the system, stay tuned to the Diamond Factory group. We're going to post in there on where and when those calls or those webinars are going to be, so we can show you how to do stuff. And then also, if you want to get in on what Tom's doing, growyl.com, and then twice a month the Power Hours, or not Power Hours, they're the Q&A calls with the quick tip that we talk about. And then I think that's it. If you need tech support, make sure you contact support through the backside or through live help. And I think that was it. Was there anything else I needed to add, honey? It's overwhelming. I think you're good. Okay, good. that is all for now. I'm going to stop the recording so that if there's any questions I need to field, then I can do that right now. So let me go ahead and stop the recording so that people watching the rebroadcast, they don't go bonkers. Plus, you guys